Welcome back to the battles between Homelander versus Black Panther and who will win. Before we dive into the analysis, please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you very much. Homelander, also known by his real name John Gilman, is the dark side of The Boys series on Amazon Prime Video. He is not only the leader of the Seven, but also a powerful corporation behind the artificial glamour of the superhero world. Homelander appears as the ideal role model that the public craves. His attractive appearance, confident demeanor, and almost limitless strength make him the face of faith and justice. However, behind that glamorous facade lies a completely different person. It is an unstable mind, distorted by control and manipulation since his existence as an experimental product. The lack of affection and psychological trauma have fueled in him an extreme thirst for love, transforming it into a need for worship and adoration. Homelander is not simply a brutal villain. He represents the corruption of absolute power when it is left unchecked. His selfishness and coldness make him willing to trample on all moral standards to maintain a perfect public image. In his world, he is virtually unrivaled. The most terrifying aspect of Homelander lies not only in his superior strength, but in his manipulation of the emotions and beliefs of society. He fights not only with brute force, but also with his image, with the sophisticated brainwashing orchestrated by Vought. This is what makes him the most terrifying symbol, a false god standing at the pinnacle of power but empty and fractured inside. Homelander's power in The Boys is not simply overwhelming, where every ability reaches a level that strikes fear into people. Homelander can lift, pull, and destroy massive objects like airplanes with ease. His punches are not only highly lethal but also capable of piercing the human body as if it were just thin paper. His ability to fly makes Homelander almost uncontrollable. He can move freely through the sky at speeds far exceeding the speed of sound, closing the distance between major cities in an extremely short time. This allows him to appear anywhere, anytime, creating immense psychological pressure on both allies and enemies. One of his main abilities is the heat beam emanating from his eyes. This energy can cut through metal, destroy aircraft, and incinerate people in an instant. Even more terrifying, when his emotions get out of control, the power of the heat beam increases significantly, and Homelander possesses near impenetrable durability. Large explosions, artillery shells, or nearby explosives cause him virtually no significant damage. Combined with his incredibly fast reflexes, he can dodge or react to threats in an instant, making him extremely difficult to hit. His heightened senses allow him to control his surroundings at an astonishing level. He can see through objects, hear sounds from very far away, and accurately sense changes in temperature. These abilities make him a predator with virtually no blind spots. While not entirely immortal, Homelander possesses the ability to rapidly recover from injuries, further solidifying his nearly invincible status. Combining all these factors, brutal strength, long-range attack capabilities, durability, and speed within the Seven, Homelander has repeatedly demonstrated his overwhelming power by eliminating or suppressing other superheroes. Individuals once hailed as icons become weak against his might. Homelander's resilience is also one of the factors that makes him so formidable. He can walk through large-scale chemical explosions almost unharmed. Even when explosives detonate at extremely close range, his body remains intact. One of the most haunting moments is when he uses his heat beam to cut through an airplane, indirectly causing an aviation disaster. This act not only demonstrates destructive power but also exposes the cold, ruthless way in which he views human life. In direct confrontations, even Black Noir, a version created specifically to destroy him, could not completely overwhelm him. Their battles show that Homelander is not only strong but also ruthless and decisive enough to prevail. According to Jonah Vogelbaum, Homelander is the strongest being in the world, surpassing even Soldier Boy. His potential is even enough to flatten an entire city in a short time if left unchecked. Notably, when facing Billy Butcher while temporarily using Compound V, Homelander still maintained the advantage at crucial moments. Homelander didn't need to try to prove his strength in all these feats. His very existence is the clearest evidence of absolute power and an inescapable fear. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and turn on notifications to watch the latest videos as soon as they're released. Thank you very much. Now we'll talk about Black Panther. Black Panther, also known as T'Challa, is the legendary king of the Kingdom of Wakanda. He is not only the leader of one of the world's most advanced nations, but also a living symbol of the balance between ancient tradition and modern technology. T'Challa's strength doesn't come by chance, but is the result of a sacred ritual associated with a heart-shaped herb, a special energy source that enhances physical abilities far beyond human limits. Under the protection of the Black Panther goddess Bast, he possesses not only superior physical strength but also incredibly heightened agility, speed, and senses, making him a nearly perfect warrior on the battlefield. However, what sets Black Panther apart isn't just his physical prowess. T'Challa is a master martial artist, honed over years of iron discipline and extensive combat experience. He possesses the ability to analyze opponents, adapt tactics, and leverage every surrounding factor to gain an advantage. Simultaneously, his genius intellect makes him one of the most outstanding scientists, capable of developing technologies far ahead of his time. The vibranium suit that T'Challa wears is the clearest embodiment of this combination of heritage and innovation. Not only is it a nearly impenetrable protective armor, but it also has the ability to absorb and release energy, enhancing his strength in crucial moments. Above all, T'Challa is a king burdened with immense responsibility. He doesn't fight for personal fame or power, but for the safety of his country and the balance of the world. Every decision he makes reflects the struggle between duty and compassion, between protecting tradition and embracing the future. Every ability T'Challa possesses is honed to serve a single purpose: protecting his country and maintaining balance against ever-increasing threats. T'Challa reaches a level of strength, speed, and agility far beyond human limits. He can move in the dark while still seeing clearly, and possesses a keen sense of smell that allows him to identify targets from afar. These senses make him a true hunter. His vibranium claws are sharp enough to cut through most materials, and his armor has a certain degree of self-healing, helping him maintain an advantage in prolonged battles. However, what truly sets Black Panther apart is his skill and intelligence. His ability to analyze the battlefield, read opponents, and adjust tactics in real time keeps him in the lead. Simultaneously, his genius in science and technology allows him to maximize the potential of every piece of equipment. His ability to remain hidden and control his presence is also a formidable advantage. T'Challa can move almost silently, sense danger from afar, and strike precisely when his opponents are off guard. Combined with Wakanda technology, he can also utilize additional support devices such as energy weapons, protective shields, and in some cases, short-distance teleportation. Black Panther isn't the strongest in terms of pure strength, but he is a rare all-around warrior. The durability of his armor, his exceptional close combat skills, and his sharp intellect allow him to turn the tide even when at a disadvantage. T'Challa isn't always the strongest in terms of pure physical power, but he's one of the rare individuals capable of turning the tide against seemingly invincible opponents. One of his most shocking moments was when he defeated Thanos with a single punch in Civil War II. Even though his opponent wasn't at full power, this feat was enough to affirm his status as a warrior capable of perfectly seizing opportunities. T'Challa once single-handedly confronted and defeated the entire Fantastic Four. He neutralized Reed Richards, extinguished the power of the Human Torch, and subdued Invisible Woman and Thing. This victory clearly demonstrated his masterful ability to analyze and exploit his opponent's weaknesses. In his confrontations with dark forces, he defeated Black Dwarf, a member of the Black Order, proving that Black Panther can directly confront the highest-ranking warriors in the universe. He has even fought on equal footing with figures like Hulk, Iron Man, Namor, and Wolverine, iconic symbols of superhuman strength. T'Challa also wielded the Infinity Gauntlet, the ultimate power capable of altering reality. However, what sets him apart isn't his power itself, but the way he uses it with absolute responsibility and control. Through numerous civil wars and cosmic conflicts, Black Panther has always stood firm and triumphed over enemies far superior in strength, including Mephisto and many other supernatural entities. These victories weren't due to luck, but rather the result of meticulous preparation, sharp intellect, and impeccable combat skills. He doesn't need to be the strongest to win. In a world where strength often dictates everything, T'Challa proves that courage and intelligence are the ultimate weapons. In the battle between Homelander and Black Panther, Homelander is ranked at the multi-city block level with hypersonic plus speed, while the basic Black Panther is only at the building level. This difference creates a clear power gap from the start. Homelander's physical attacks and heat vision are not only superior in power but also overwhelming in range, keeping Black Panther constantly on the defensive. Homelander can fly high and maintain a safe distance, continuously firing lasers to wear down his opponent. T'Challa's vibranium armor absorbs kinetic energy very well, but it's not an absolute shield against the constant heat combined with tremendous raw power. What Homelander has destroyed shows a level of destruction far beyond what Black Panther usually withstands. Although the suit helps minimize damage, the accumulated pressure is unavoidable. T'Challa possesses top-notch close combat skills and can counterattack with shockwaves, but this advantage is difficult to utilize when the opponent is too fast and almost doesn't need to touch the ground. Homelander controlled the battlefield, making Black Panther's attempts to close the distance extremely difficult. Without preparation or special abilities, Black Panther had virtually no effective way to approach. As the battle dragged on, Homelander maintained pressure with blazing laser beams across the sky, the red light sweeping through the air like a hot blade cutting through any resistance. The air became suffocating, the ground shaking with each violent descent. Despite Black Panther's fierce resistance, each step backward was evident in his ragged breathing and the strain on his armor. The outcome was decisive for Homelander, his overwhelming power leaving his opponent no chance of turning the tables. Homelander was stronger and won. What do you think of this battle? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all very much.